Every ending is a beginning. Welcome, dear listener. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it go. Settle into this moment. Settle into your breath. Today's reflection is something all of us experience: change, loss, and new beginnings. This episode is called Every Ending is a Beginning. You know, in life, nothing stays the same. Relationships shift, people leave, dreams transform, situations rise and fall. We gain and we lost, we laughed and we cried. The Buddha gave this truth a name: Anicca, impermanent. The heart struggles with impermanence, not because life is cruel, but because we cling to what is passing. Let us begin with a powerful sutta story about a woman whose heart was shattered by loss and who discovered that ending opened the path to wisdom. Her name, Kesakutami. A young mother named Kesakutami lost her only child. Overcome by grief, she carried his body everywhere, begging people for medicine to bring him back to life. Finally, she reached the Buddha. He said gently, "Yes, I can help. Go collect a mustard seed from a family where no one has ever died." She went house to house. Every family said the same: "We have lost someone too." By sunset, she realized that death touches every home, that impermanence is universal. She returned to the Buddha and said, "Please teach me the path beyond sorrow." And she entered the monastic life, attaining deep wisdom. Kesakutami discovered an ending is not the end. It is the beginning of understanding. Loss opens the door to compassion. Pain softens the heart for wisdom. And every ending pushes us gently toward awakening. Let us continue this journey together. Impermanent, Anicca, the universal laws of change. In the Anicca Lakkhana Sutta, the Buddha declared the nature of all things. All conditioned things are impermanent. Everything we experience, our body, feelings, thoughts, memories, relationships, arises, lasts for a while, and fades. This is not a cause for sadness. It is the reason why no things can appear. If nothing ended, nothing new could begin. Let's hear this together. It's a very simple reflection, and you can take it for your lesson. Flowers bloom because they also wither. Seasons change so that new life can grow. Day ends so night can rest the world. What makes us suffer is not change itself, but a resisting change. The Buddha said, sorrow arises from what is there. But he also said, what is subject to change will change, whether we cling or not. Acceptance is not weakness, it is wisdom. And you can hear this. Think of an ending in your life. A relationship, a chapter, a job, a dream. And ask yourself gently, what did this ending make possible for me? What beginning did it lead to? In the space left behind, new growth began. Let's go deeper with another powerful story. It comes from the Jataka story. It's the beyond deer and the beginning that followed death. This is one of the most beautiful Jataka tales, illustrating how endings carry the seed of a new beginnings. The beyond deer Jataka. There were two herds of deer. The golden beyond deer was the compassionate king of the one herd. A human began herd hunting daily and demanded a deer each morning instead of letting the human kill randomly. The beyond deer organized a rotation so each life was treated fairly, avoiding unnecessary suffering. One day, it was the turn of a doer who was pregnant. She begged the beyond deer to spare her until she delivered her child. But the rotation was strict. She had no substitute. The beyond deer, full of compassion, offered his own life in her place. When the human king saw the sacrifice, he was deeply moved and declared, "No deer shall ever hunt it again." That day, the selfless ending of one deer's life began a new era of safety for all deer in the land. Sometimes a painful ending protects others. Sometimes its sacrifice creates peace. Sometimes what we lost becomes a gift for many. Compassion transforms endings into beginnings. And let things of something difficult you ended, a harmful habit, a toxic relationship, a belief that ending was an act of compassion toward yourself. And from that ending, a new self began to grow. In daily life, we fear endings because we cling to the familiar, we fear the unknown, we don't trust our inner strength. We want life to stay comfortable, but what if the unknown is kinder than what we cling to? A relationship ends and you discover your worth again. A job ends and you discover your passion. A dream collapses and a better dream is born. A pace of life closes and new maturity emerges. Endings stretch us. They open the heart to new possibilities. They clear the space for what is next. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha said, all conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. Seeing impermanence clearly turns endings into liberation. Let's practice this together, my beloved friend. You should find a comfortable place. Close your eyes gently. Take a slow breath in. And a long breath out. Now bring to mind an ending that still touches your heart. It may be recent or long ago. A person, a place, a dream, a version of yourself. Feel it softly. No judgment. Just tenderness. Say silently, this ending belongs to life. I release my resistance. I allow this ending to complete itself. Now imagine a door behind this ending, slowly opening, a gentle light entering, a new beginning waiting. Whisper to yourself, every ending brings a beginning. I trust life unfolding. I welcome what is next. Let your prayers soften. Let your heart feel spacious. Let renewal flow in. Stay here for a few breaths. To close, let us turn a final story of an ending that sparked awakening. I mean the story of Bhikkhuni Patachara. Patachara lost his husband, both her child, both her children, and her entire family. In a series of tragedies, she lost everything in a single day. Her mind collapsed. She wandered broken, lost, trembling with pain. When she came before the Buddha, he said gently, "Padachara, regain your mindfulness. You are safe now." He taught her about impermanence, the rising and falling of all things. Through her tears, she understood. Her grief opened the path to awakening. She later became one of the fully enlightened Arahant nuns, praised for her wisdom in mindfulness. Her life shows us the deepest endings can lead to the deepest realization. Pain can become wisdom. Loss can become compassion. Endings can mature into awakening. Dear listener, thank you for spending this time reflecting deeply, breathing gently, and opening your heart to the truth of change. May you see ending with clarity. May you meet beginnings with courage. May your heart trust in the rhythm of impermanence. May wisdom guide your steps, and may all the endings of your life lead you gently to peace, strength, and awakening. Until next time, may you be mindful, may you be at ease, and may you be free from suffering. Peace.